ZuberStars, welcome back to another shoe review. Today I'm here with Alexander Maximus Zuber. How's that smelling? Smells good? Let me get a whiff real quick. And today we're going to be talking about the Air Jordan Retro 4's. These came out in 1989. This was one of my most coveted pairs of shoes. But the other ones I wanted to share with you were the actual OG Retro 4's. Now here's where you can tell the difference. The primary difference is you've got the Nike Air symbol versus just your standard Jordan symbol. And you can also notice a little bit of a difference in the gray and the splattered pattern. It's a little bit lighter on this one. So anyway, this is what the very original ones look like. I'll actually use these ones for our frame of reference. What all really got me so infatuated with these ones as a kid? It's this netting. It's like a mesh that makes it more breathable. One of the issues with the Retro 3, they were so heavy and thick with all the different layers of the leathering and the elephant skin print leather. Jordan's feet got really hot and he had really sweaty feet. So to try and make them a little bit cooler temperature-wise, they put in this mesh. And again, to me, just the layers as a kid just blew me away. This was just groundbreaking things that Tinker Hatfield did with the Air Jordan shoes, and every little bit of it sucked me in. This thing back here to help you pull them on, I just thought was so cool. You've got the big tongue, and this would kind of help your pant leg tuck in here so that you wouldn't be covering any of your shoe. You know, if you were actually one of the lucky ones to get your hands on these, the last thing you want to do is cover up any part of them with a pair of baggy pants hanging over it. So this big tongue, this flap back here would really keep your pants condensed and not covering up your shoe. Now another thing that was awesome and groundbreaking was this Air Jordan logo on the inside of the tongue, right? So this was just like for you, the wearer. You know, like you're putting on your shoes, I finally have my pair of Air Jordans, and even when I don't have a good angle on them because I'm tying them, but I'm pulling my tongue up, I'm looking and reminding myself, that's right, man, I'm wearing Air Jordans. I've got these. These are on my feet. I'm rocking Air Jordans. I feel good from the time I take them out of the box, smell them, till I'm tying them on my feet. I'm constantly reminding myself, that's right, I have gotten to the level of wearing Air Jordans. Another thing that was really groundbreaking on these was this little thing here. Again, another layer. Just the layers and the different lacing options. I mean, come on. I don't have to lace my shoes like everybody else. I could do one down here. I could do, skip one of these and go two in there. I would spend hours upon hours coming up with different lacing options until I finally figure out exactly what the right one is. So I just can't say enough about the Retro 4, but we better move on while I still have some time. Let's go first to our original colorways. We've got the Fire Reds. So we got some cool black. You got black behind the mesh here. Real accent to the coloring. Letting you know this is two layers here. We've got the white mesh on top of some black material back there. As a kid, it just blew me away. I could stare at that all day long. Obviously, we've just got all the same elements, but just in different colors. So this is one of the original colorways that actually my son, Jordan Michael, had a pair of these as well. And these are what a pair of Air Jordans should look like, right? Especially for kids. You and I, you fellow sneakerheads out there, would cringe to wear a pair like this. But really, at the end of the day, isn't this what it's all about? Really wearing a pair of shoes out until you've gotten everything out of them you can. That's what I love about buying them for the kids, is I don't have to worry about them getting destroyed because they're going to outgrow them anyway. So it's like, tear those things up, let's get our money's worth out of them. This is what mine would have looked like if I had them when I was a kid too. Moving on, we've got the black ones. Usually you have a pair of black retros come out on Black Friday every year. So I got these ones a couple years ago. I've not actually worn them yet. You can see how nice and beautiful the bottom still is. So one of the things I really like about these is that I don't have to lace them all the way up. They stay nice and tight because of this holding the laces in there. I've got enough lacing options and holes that I've only got this little bit left. The risky thing about not actually tying your Jordans is as you walk, the laces get looser and looser. They start to get floppy. The tongue starts to fall to one side or the other, and they just don't look crisp and clean. That's just one of the best part about Retro 4's is they will maintain their shape even if you go with the no tie option. Another pair that I have, we've got the military blues. Not an original colorway, obviously. In '89 when these first came out, Jordan was playing on the Bulls. Not a lot of blue colorways coming out for Jordan back then. However, the military blue is a great option for the retro 4's. If I want to wear a pair of 4's because I don't want to lace my shoes up, I don't want to wear out my new white ones that I have on ice, what I'm wearing doesn't match with red, I've got the blue options. See, I've got these laced up with just a little bit sticking out. I love them. I slip them on. They stay nice and tight. So speaking of military blues, Alexander has his first pair of retro 4's. So why don't you tell us a little bit about why you like the retro 4's and what's so great about those?
I really like the blue what's inside and how they made these cages to keep your feet cooler. And I like how smooth the cages are. So you call
this part cages, huh?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I like this white part because it's just white. Now, elephant skin. There's a little Michael Jordan here and inside of here. I really wanted air pumps like Dad, but I can't see any air pumps. Maybe when I grow up, there's gonna be little air pumps there. I really like the smooth part what's in here because it's not so smooth. And these ones are my brother's. So I really like these because when I just put my feet in them, it's like all smooth.
So what kind of things do you do in your Air Jordans?
Well, I really like to play basketball, but I really use them in the house to not get them dirty as much. I need to get them dirty when I get old, so I'm just gonna keep these clean. I'm not gonna wear these right now. And the cool thing is that the smell smells really good inside. That's why I really like this kind of shoe.
Now the last pair of retro 4's I'm going to share with you guys today are the Donnerbecher 4's. These are extremely limited, very hard to come by. I got them brand new, never worn off of eBay. A couple cool things about these. You see we've got the Superman symbol on the tongue. Alexander's a big Superman fan. He really, really likes those. And then we've just got the crazy colorways. Neon green, we got another green here. We've got the blue mesh netting, blue stitching along the side to kind of accent the black leather, which is pretty cool.
Smiley.
Spike Lee head there. And then it's got this design of arrows pointing all over. Any other shoe, I would be like, I do not want arrows on my shoe. That doesn't make any sense. Put it on a pair of retro Air Jordans, I love it. Put any sort of design you want on these. It could be smiley faces, Superman symbol. I fall in love with it. These also have the really cool clear soles. They're a little bit fogged out since I have worn them a few times. They're not too yellow yet, but you can see underneath there, you've got little sayings under here like pow and bam from the old Superman series. You know, from the pow and bam. We'll edit that part out. Now, a tricky one with these, alright, so like I said, I like to wear the black retros out when I go out on town. Now, usually, the black retros will require black socks. With the white shoes, I'm always going to wear white socks. Now, these ones are a bit of a conundrum. They're black shoes. I want to wear black socks. However, the lining on the inside is white. So what color socks do you wear? I tend to go with white. I want to have my socks match the lining on the inside. So even though these are black shoes, I'll wear white socks. These ones really mix it up more than any pair of retros I have. You just got all the crazy colors. You got Superman symbol. They're black shoes with white lining. I'm going to wear white socks with black shoes. I hardly ever do that. But these ones are just a lot of fun. And definitely the ones you wear into a crowd where you know other sneakerheads are going to be and you want to impress one, because these ones will turn heads. I'll get comments on these all day long. In fact, when I first got these, my very first day of wearing these, I went to about 3 different malls, and all I did was walk in and out of shoe stores, and when people commented on my shoes, I was like, oh yeah, I've got these. These are really great. I just got them. Really, that was my whole purpose, was I knew that's where I would run into people who realized how great these were. All right, everybody. Well, thanks again for joining us today. Stay tuned for some more shoe vlogs in the future as we break down everything retro Air Jordan. So the last thing that we have to do today is do our smell test, right? Cheers.